What's good, everybody? Y'all, my earpiece is giving me the business. Ooh, y'all like my little yuck mouth earrings? Yeah. I don't know why I like these. I guess it's the little hood side in me, but it reminds me of yuck mouth. Hey, 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 Fat Albert. But yeah, I got my little yuck mouth on today. Uh, it's Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Uh, Happy belated Mother's Day to the mothers out there, whether you are naturally a mother, or you are a surrogate, or um, you are, you know, the cousin who's also the auntie who's also the mama, the godmothers out there, all of you all. I hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day. I did. It was very low key and relaxing. My husband made breakfast and dinner. My children kind of left me alone for the day. I was I watched trash TV. And I finished Queen Charlatan. Y'all, that Shondaland Media, hats off to you, honey. That was an excellent show. I loved it. It it held my attention. It was very heartwarming, and it was just, I don't know, right on time. It was what I needed. But it was great. I got to chill and relax. If you are new here, welcome. If you are watching the replay, type into the chat that you're watching the replay. Let me know where you all are watching from. We are here in Houston, Texas. Welcome to the Sweet Life Podcast, where I am trying to sweeten up your life with encouraging, motivating, and inspiring. I'm hoping I'm doing all of this messages. I'm just trying to open up your mind, get you outside of your box, help you to become a better person and sweeten it up. Give you some of my lessons learned. Also, if you check out some of my regular YouTube videos, I have some recipes, some of my traveling tips. I love to travel. And it's, I guess, got a couple of videos there on my children as well. But check it out. Let me know what you think. Share with someone. And for those who are new, at the top of the show, I always do a toast. Tonight, we are toasting to eating. I know you like, what do you mean eating? We are all coming to a table where we can eat. Whether we are bringing financial tips, whether we are bringing physical fitness tips, whether we bring in nutritional tips, we are bringing respect. Whatever we are bringing to the table today, we are going to eat, and we're going to eat good. Cheers. Tonight, I'm drinking some sparkling water. Yes, I'm on my bouginess. We are drinking, it's a black cherry sparkling water. I love sparkling water, especially, I'm going to go ahead and say my favorite brand, Waterloo. I love Waterloo. They have some really great flavors. Not to mention, you know what? We need to do a water challenge, because I'm trying. I don't know if y'all checked out my social media. If you have not, make sure you follow me. I am found on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, of course, YouTube. Texas Brown Sugar without the O. And let me know what you think of. I've had a couple of polls that I did, and I'll let you show you the results of some of them, as well as also I share some of my background stuff that goes on in my life and with my family too. And I have a goal. Lord help me. I have a goal to increase my muscle strength, decrease my fat percentage, and decrease my weight. So I think next week we need to do a water challenge because I need some hydration in my life. Lord knows that I do not do a good job of hydrating. I just don't. Y'all gonna have to help me. Like, we're gonna have to next week. We'll just have our big water jugs and we're just gonna sip during the whole podcast. Definitely gotta get. But yes, we are going to eat. Eat. Tonight's show and tell. I love tea. And I really like loose leaf tea. And this is my tea maker. This is a game changer, literally. So you just simply throw your loose leaf teas in there, your hot water, let it steep for however long, and y'all know how much y'all need to steep it because sometimes y'all be steeping it too long and it tastes bitter, sour. So y'all need to figure out how long you steep it. And then it's so cool. You can take it, put it over top of the cup, press down, and it'll go straight into your cup. No loose leaves in your tea. Like it's bomb. I love it. This is one of my fave items that I kind of like. I don't know how I got up on this one day. I think I was looking up tea makers or something, and this popped up, and this is the bomb. If you want to cop this, I have the link in my description. But yeah, check that out. That was my show and tell for the night. Also, current events. It's always something going on, always something. But I try to come and bring you guys and speak to a different stuff. Tonight, y'all, I don't know what's going on in the world, but we got some money issues. The U.S. has some for real money issues. If we don't get ourselves together, the government's not going to be able to pay their bills. And I know y'all like, well, that doesn't affect me. It may not affect you, but it may affect some of your family members, those who are active in the military. It's also some of those Social Security bennies that a lot of our grandmothers are benefiting from. Yeah, baby, those will be affected if they cannot come to an agreement and figure out how much more money we are going to go into debt. So if you don't have yourself together financially, I implore you to do so now. And shout out to the Millionaire Morning Show with Anton. He has a video on how he hates savings accounts. I am a huge proponent of savings accounts, but after watching his YouTube, he honestly has opened my eyes and has me wondering and questioning what I've been doing with my savings account, which is nothing. And is very insightful, and I want to thank him for that, because he is financially educating me, and hopefully I can align myself in that manner when it comes to my savings account. so that I can uh, make more money off of my already pre-taxed dollars. So I checked that out. A very good YouTube on there. Uh, but yeah, like now is the time for y'all to get financially yourself together. More so, get yourself out of debt. I am still a work in progress. I'm working to get some of my debt out. I really wish I could pay this house off. We gonna get there, but we're working on it. Yeah. So, y'all, let's take this New York Times article and do something. Do something. Make yourself aware of your financial situation. I know it's probably not where you want it to be for a lot of people, but how can you improve it if you don't even look at it? I know I don't like to look at it a lot of times, but you got to do what you got to do. Also, in the Houston area, I am so proud of this young man. Yes, y'all, Bun B is going to finally open up a physical location for Trill Burgers. If you don't know, Bun B, who is part of the rap group UGK, love them. Port Arthur, shout out. Bun B has these delicious burgers, and his vegan burgers are really, really good. He now has a physical location. I think it's going to be in the Montrose area. I can't remember. But he tells you where the location is going to be on his Instagram. And I can't wait for it to open up. It's probably going to be like Turkey Leg Part 2. But yeah, shout out to him. And congratulations to him. I'm super excited about what's to come for him. And I'm going to have to cop me a shirt and a hat. Trill Burgers. The vegan burger is good. It's good. For tonight's topic, this very interesting. I don't know, y'all know Steve Harvey recently was on Shannon Sharp's podcast, and he's talking about a little bit of everything. If you have 2 hours, I suggest you go check out the entire YouTube. Very interesting, had some very good points that he made. But there's one particular portion of the interview in which Steve made comments about women bringing something to the table when it comes to a relationship. And this sparked a lot of, I don't want to say anger, but a lot of discussion, particularly among those in the manosphere, about his comments. Let's take a look and, let me know what you think after we check this clip out. Where is my clip? Very interesting, but let's take a look.
Young boys today, what do she bring to the table? The hell you mean, man? What do your ass bring to the table? You got a woman that can come to the table that can make another you. What else she need to slide up to the table with? What about your job? What happened to men who were supposed to be responsible? Do you know that it's our job to take care of a woman and some children, to have a family? That's our damn job.
But what happens to when the woman tell you, I don't need a man, Steve?
Well, they need to what? Okay, if you don't, how that's working? You know, how that's working? Who don't need no man?
I'm independent. I can do for myself.
Yeah, but why do you want to? Yeah, okay, you can drop a transmission. You can sandblast your house. But hell, do you want to?
No.
If somebody could get out there and drop this transmission for you and sandblast your house, why don't you go get your nails done? I'm not trying to reduce a woman to nothing else. Be all you can be. But damn, who don't need a man? That's a lie. What man don't need a woman? I tell you what. Try to live without them. Try to live your life without women. This ain't about la-da-da, man. This some bullshit without women. If it wasn't for women, what would you? He said, if women did not exist, all the money in the world would have no meaning. Dog, women is everything. They catch me out. They the lick, man. But these young boys done forgot it because these women out here, they've had to be independent because they ain't got the right man.
Okay.
But this system of marriage is still good.
Okay.
This system of a man taking care of a woman, that's really how it's supposed to be. All the rest of it's bullshit, man. And y'all need to quit tricking yourself with this new way of thinking. Because this new way of thinking ain't getting y'all no damn where. I'm sorry.
Y'all heard it. Y'all heard what Steve Harvey had to say. And I wanted to know what you all think. I put a poll out and I asked, should women bring anything to the table? Yes or no? Or do or are the women simply the table? A lot of women say, hey, I am the table. I shouldn't have to bring anything. Very similar to Steve Harvey's take is that the man should take care of the woman and that they shouldn't have to bring anything to the table. A lot of women feel that way. A lot of men don't. So on my IG, I asked the question, and surprisingly, 67% of those who took my poll did not agree with Steve and said that yes, women should bring something to the table. If you didn't get a chance to participate in that, I have a poll that I just posted in the YouTube chat. So if you're on YouTube, go ahead, take that chat. Let me know. Do you think women need to bring something to the table? I'm going to give you my little 2 cents. Because in my marriage, and it was really different from my mother's and definitely different from my grandmother's marriages. And I don't know if Steve really truly meant that they don't have to bring anything to the table. Because what I feel that women should bring to the table is something that a man can't pay someone else to do. I believe that a successful relationship requires both parties to put an effort and commitment into the relationship. So I'm going to ask the question outside of my original question, do they need to bring anything to the table? If they don't need to bring anything to the table, what essentials does a partner need to contribute in order to make the relationship a success? So we're not saying that the woman, has to bring money or I don't know, a house, whatever you may think needs to go. What essentials, we're not talking about wants, but essentials, do you believe a woman should bring in order to make the relationship successful? And that's how I looked at it, as opposed to what can the woman bring to the table. And mind you, I heard that a lot from my father. He's always said, you want to have a relationship with someone, be with someone who can bring something to the table. You have a nice job, you have a nice car. What else can they provide for you? Being the man, being the head of the household. And so I kind of wrote down a list of things that I thought were essentials for a woman to contribute in order for your relationship, your marriage, to be a success. And this has worked for my marriage. I'm not going to put them in any order, simply because priorities depend on the season of your relationship. And I feel like also that if you have mastered one or more of these, then like the other ones become precedent. Because just like this growing list that I have, um, you, I don't think you can be perfect and make all of these a priority at the same time. So I'm not ranking them at all. I just listed what I thought a woman should bring to the table. One. No, you know what? I'm not even gonna put one. Then people start saying, "Oh, she said that was number one." A. Respect. My husband, more than anything in the world, wants me to respect him. Respect him as the head of the household, respect him as a man, as respect him as my husband, respect him as the father of my children. Once that respect is lost, all breaks loose. Like there's nothing else. Of everything that I contribute, I think my husband, I believe this respect is probably on the top of his list. Without the respect, there's no there's no point of having a relationship. I can't respect him. He definitely won't have respect for me. And so respect is a must. Another thing I added, honesty. If anyone knows my husband is very blunt and honest. I am not so much. I'm definitely not blunt, but sometimes I'm not as honest as I think he probably want me to. Honest meaning, if he comes out of the bedroom and he has an outfit on that he thinks is super fly, I'm really aging myself, super fly, that he thinks he looks, really nice in, he'll say, "What do you think?" His style and my style are not the same. And I would tell him, "Baby, you look good." But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I wouldn't have put that with that. So I'm not as honest just from that standpoint. But again, you cannot have a relationship without honesty. How can I trust you if you're not honest? So that's why honesty is something else you need to bring to the table. Love and affection. I I think the love is there a lot in a lot of these relationships. I'm not for sure if the affection is. Like where did affection go? What happened to it? Just like R&B. What happened to R&B? It seems like affection was lost when we lost R&B. Let's get affection back. Let's get R&B back. There was I think it was oh man, what government entity? They were indicating that because of the pandemic, that people had been lonely and that they yearned for affection, and that because they weren't receiving that the affection, the touch from others, that it was causing a lot of people to be lonely and depressed. And so I think you need to bring love and affection to the table. Commitment. What can I say about this one? You have to commit to this person through thick and thin. Baby, when you get at that altar and they say for richer or poorer, mind you, I was kind of laughing at the poorer part, but it was legit. Like, you have to stay committed. And I think that is part of the problem why we see a lot of the divorce rate so high. No one is committed. No one is committed to staying in this relationship, committed to work through whatever may be going on. No one wants to put in the work. Being committed to someone takes work. Being in a relationship takes work. Being in a marriage takes work. Commit. Let's bring commitment to the table. Another thing, flexibility. I had to learn this one the hard way. You have to be flexible. Again, I said it in my last podcast and I'll say it again. My husband is my yin to my yang, and he is very flexible. I am not. I am like one of those do it by the book type of people. And I learned early on in our relationship that does not work. It's good to have and to be by the book, but you also have to be flexible, be able to lean a little bit. And when I say flexible, meaning that you say we're going to go out to dinner on the weekends, but something happens and you can't. So that means now you got to cook. Because I used to be like, look, I am not cooking on the weekends. Monday through Friday, I got you, baby. I got you. But the weekends, I'm not cooking. Baby, I done found myself cooking more than a few times on the weekends. You got to be flexible. Marriage is about flexibility. Consistency. I think you need to bring consistency to the table. Just like just like children love being on a schedule, having a routine. Men like consistency on a schedule. Not all, but they like consistency. Like, you are consistently going to show up when he needs you. You are going to consistently help him when he needs that help. He can depend on you because you are consistent with it. Just like my husband, we have Taco Tuesday. I'm sure like many other people. Taco Tuesday. Every Tuesday, just like my kids. It's Taco Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. My husband, he knows every Tuesday we got tacos. Consistent. He knows what to expect. There's no surprises. I'm not gonna. I'm consistent in my behavior. Uh, Not so much in my attitude. Sometimes I have good days, bad times, but my husband, for the most part, knows what to expect from me. I'm consistent. Something else you need to bring. And this kind of goes back to the whole affection. I think women, we need to bring to the table to be emotionally available. A lot of women, and I'm not gonna be. I used to be this way as well, and I think corporate America made me this way, where I was hardcore. I wasn't as emotionally available as I probably could have been, but I think that women, some of these modern women, I think we're not emotionally available like we should be, at least with our significant other. The world has categorized us as the angry black woman, and we, and a lot of times, have taken on that stereotype. And I feel bad because for some, that's all they know. And I think we gotta get back, man. Let's get back to these '90s R&B and be emotionally available. Open up sometimes. My auntie used to always tell me, Leslie, you are gonna have to kiss some frogs before you find your prince. And because I was told that and I knew that, I didn't have a problem being emotionally available because I knew that I may have to kiss several frogs before I find my prince. Thank God I found my prince. I don't have to kiss any more frogs. But I think by us not being emotionally available and not bringing that to the table, we are not bringing our best. We are not bringing our best selves. And when we do that, the man is losing out on the best you. Like, he's not getting the best you. Why wouldn't you want to give him the best you? Be emotionally available. Open up. It's okay if your heart gets broken. Get back up and let's go again. But I think we got to get back to some of the basics. The world has made us so hard. Let's stop being so hard. But again, hopefully y'all can take some of these things that I am conveying to you that worked for me in my relationship, that worked for me and works for me currently in my relationship. And open your mind. I want to know, what is it that you think you bring to the table in a relationship? Is it the finances? Is it your commitment? What are you bringing? I challenge you to sit down, and we're going to go old school. Get a piece of paper and a pen and write down what it is that you believe you bring to the table in a relationship. And if y'all just I would love to see some of these. So Go ahead, write it down. I'm challenging you all. I'm going to write down mine and I'm going to share with you on social media. DM me, send me a message what you wrote down as part of the challenge of what you're bringing to the table. And if you don't feel like you need to bring anything to the table, I'm interested in knowing why you don't need to bring anything to the table. What makes you the table? I've heard that a lot. I don't need to bring anything. I am the table. Okay, well, what makes you the table? The table is made up of something. What is it? All right. I love you guys. Thank you for all of the support that you have given me. And if you are interested in supporting my channel, hit the like button, subscribe, share with someone else, definitely. And hit me up on social media, y'all. I love to converse. I love to see what you guys are up to. And I am particularly interested in knowing what you are bringing to the table. That's it for me tonight. I wish you all the best week. We're going to bang this out. And it's closer to Memorial Day, y'all. That's going to be fun. The summer is coming, and I'm trying to get my summertime fine. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one, and I will see y'all next week.